Hello, my name is Meryl. This is my first YouTube video. Today I'm going to do an everyday makeup look. So if you want to see how I wear my makeup every day, just keep watching. So I have like pretty dry skin, especially in the winter time. It's very, very dry. So I always start with an oil, nice base oil. Just kind of rub it all in. And I don't use a primer, I just use this oil as my primer because I feel like if I layer too many products on my face, like, they all just kind of move around. I don't know, it's weird. I just use the Pearlescence Argan and Vitamin E oil. I just get this at Winners. I get like a lot of my beauty products at Winners, not like actual makeup, but like my brushes and stuff, you can find really good deals in the beauty section, so I get a lot of my brushes there. I've got pretty dark under eye circles, so I always go in with this Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in the shade Light to Medium. Just take a little bit of that on my finger, oops, fuzzies, and just kind of pat it under my under eyes. It really just helps to hide the darkness. Your girl needs that. There we go. Nice and blended. It's like a pretty thin formula, but I find that it does the trick pretty good. My Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Vanilla. And just kind of pat that under my under eyes. It is running low, if you can't tell. And I have this like little blemish that just won't go away. It's kind of scarred now. And then up my nose a bit, into the forehead area, and right here. Just go in with my beauty blender, blend all that in. Happy with the way the concealer's looking so far, so I'm going to take my Smashbox Studio Skin 15 Hour Wear in the hydrating formula, and I've got the shade 1.05 Fair. So I'm just going to take one pump and see how far that gets me. Just kind of pat it in like the little areas that I want a bit more coverage. Honestly, that one pump is looking like it's gonna be pretty good. Just taking my beauty blender, dab all that product out. Shaved my face earlier. There's like a little bit of redness here, so I'll just go with that. I don't know why I shaved my face right before I started my first YouTube video, but whatever. I did it. And it's too late to go back. I'm thinking I'm gonna take a bit more concealer and just go over that redness that's right here. And maybe just like take a couple dabs under my eyes again, because I'm not really liking my under eyes are looking. I'm just gonna go in with this Real Techniques. It's so faded. I've had this brush for so long, I don't know what it is. I think it's a concealer brush. What is this? And it's a great brush. I'm just gonna buff this in here because I want the product to stay there. And then I'm just gonna do the same under my eyes. And then if I need to, I'll just go in with the Beauty Blender and get get rid of any lines that might have formed from the brush. Okay, I like the way that looks more, so I'm happy with that. I do not use powder that often. I have pretty dry skin, so it just kind of looks all cakey, so I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. And so next I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil in soft brown. I love this pencil. It has like the nicest, finest tip, and it just really gets my hairs looking the way I want them to. So I'm just gonna comb my brows out with the little spoolie on this end. Comb, comb, comb. Oh, runaway hair. Comb these guys up. I got a brow lamination. I've actually gotten it twice now because I love the way it makes my eyebrows look. It just like permanently kind of straightens the eyebrow hairs, and then they tint them as well. And for like the first few days you don't need to use any product, like not even brow gel. It's been a few weeks now since I got them like right before Christmas, and it's like January 6th now. But yeah, I love it, and you're supposed to get them every 6 weeks because they do use a chemical, so it's like you shouldn't be getting it every single day or like once a week, you know? Anyways, I'm gonna go in with this brow pencil. And if you make little mistakes like that, you can just take your beauty blender. You can just take your beauty blender and kind of swipe away the product that you don't want to be there. Just kind of shape them a bit if you make a little mistake. I'm sitting right by the heater in my house and I'm like fucking sweating. It's hot. I'm just gonna go in with the brow gel here. This is just the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I don't want to add any more color to them because the color is already pretty dark, but I do want to have my brows nice and fluffy looking. And now I just need to brush like a little bit of brow gel through, and these bad boys are good to go. And this brow gel is actually super good. It really keeps my brows in place all day long. Okay. Nice. Next, I'm gonna go in and do some contour. I have really been liking this Milk Makeup Baked Bronzer. I got like a little mini trial size of a bunch of different products that they had. So I got the bronzer, I got a water cooling gel, a cooling water gel, a watermelon serum that like helps brighten, and then it also came with a highlighter and something, don't remember. Honestly, the only thing that I really loved out of it, it came with like the Hydro Grip, and it also came with a mascara, the Kush mascara. I hated that mascara. It transferred so bad. Like, I don't know, like every time I wore it, my eyes, like the tops of my eyelids would just be covered in mascara like 2 hours into my work day. And I'm a server, so like people are like staring at my face all day, so I don't want to have like fucking mascara transfer all over the place. Anyways, rant over. So I'm gonna take this Milk Makeup Baked Bronzer, and I don't really like to apply it directly onto my face because I just find that it leaves like a harsh line. So I'm just gonna take it on this little brush here. Oh, come back. And this brush has it is a Luxie 1010 small contour brush, and I really love this brush. It like gets right into where you want it, and then you just want to take your bronzer right from where your ear kind of meets your face. That's kind of like the perfect bronzer line. And I just like to do little swirly motions up the temple a bit, just to kind of bronze the face back up and give it some more color. Onto the forehead a little bit. Back to the other side now. Just take whatever's left over in my brush and just kind of swipe it across my nose. I tie the whole look together. Honestly, why did I shave my fucking face right before I filmed? It's all red hair. Whatever. If you feel like you've gone overboard with your bronzer, you can always take your beauty sponge and just kind of tap away anything that you don't really want to be there. And just run it under your eyes in case there's any creasing, but it's actually looking pretty good right now. I hate it when I see fucking people doing YouTube videos and they have like concealer creasing in their eyelids. It drives me fucking nuts. So I'm gonna try to not be that bitch. Anyways, I don't remember what it's called. It's called like Peachy Perfect or something, I think. But it doesn't say on the back either. Stupid packaging. But I got this at Winners as well. And I think that they just like, whenever they're trying to just get rid of their stock, they just send it to Winners and see what happens. And I mean, every single time I go to Winners, I always check the beauty area. I'm in with some blush now. Just kind of pat that off on the back of my hand. So that's the e.l.f. blush, and I'm using a Real Techniques. Wow. I think this is also a contour brush. This actually might be a foundation brush, but I've had these brushes for fucking 100 years, so I don't know what it's called, sorry. So I'm just gonna go in with this blush. It's nice and soft. And just like kind of bring it up a bit. Because like, let's be real, when you get a sunburn, it doesn't just hit the fucking apples of your cheeks, it's literally your whole entire face. But I mean, we're not trying to do like a sunburn look, but let's just like think of where the sun would actually hit if we're wanting to look more natural. And then just a little bit on the tip of my nose. For highlighter, I'm gonna go in with this Lila B. It's called Glisten Glow Skin Illuminator, and it's in the shade Be Enchanting. It's super pretty, although I've heard that this packaging is really not good for the environment, so once I'm out of this product, I probably will not repurchase it, even though it is a beautiful product. But you gotta look out for the environment, you know, and if I can even do like a little bit to help, I will try my best. So I'm just gonna take it on this Real Techniques. Wow, I'm loving the Real Techniques here today. This is called a Multitask Cheek Brush. And I'm touching my face here. I kind of like to use the MAC Fix Plus and just kind of spray it on my brush. And then dip into the product with this brush. I just find that it applies a little bit nicer. So I'm just gonna take it, and I've honestly almost hit pan, so this blush, this highlight will be leaving my life shortly, which is kind of sad, but also time for a new one. So I just take that on like the high points of my cheek, and that was way too much. And you just kind of dab, dab, dab all over here. And then I will take my beauty blender after and just kind of get rid of any extra product and just blend it all together nicely. Okay, you want to take your bronzer brush and just kind of swirl it around in the same area just to kind of blend the two together, I guess the three together with the blush in there as well. Okay. Okay. I feel pretty happy with that. I'm just gonna put on some chapstick because my lips feel pretty dry right now. It's fucking cold. I mean, it's actually not that cold, but I'm just a little wuss. I live in Vancouver, by the way, so it just rains all the time, but let's just add some hydration into my lips. There we go. And I'm using the Bite Beauty Nighttime Lip Therapy. I love this stuff, and I don't only use it at night. I use it whenever I please. It just stays really nicely on your lips and like looks a little bit glossy, but it's really good and really hydrating. I love it a lot. Okay, now we're gonna go in. When I do like an everyday makeup look, I don't wear a lot of eyeshadow. I'll probably just go in with like the bronzer I'm using and just go over my eyelids. I'm gonna take this Tarte Pro Glow palette, but I'm gonna take the shade Sculpt. It's just like the nice bronzing shade, and I'm just gonna sweep it over just to kind of not look like I have little panda eyes. Pandas have white eyes or black eyes. I guess it might depend on the panda. So just do a nice little blend of this bronzer over my eyelid. Okay. I take this Sigma brush. No, this is not a Sigma brush. This is a Japanese brush. It doesn't say what brush it is, but it's just like a small fluffy dome brush, and I love this one for getting right under the lash line. So I'm just gonna take that same shade and just kind of sweep it under my eyes. Just to give like a nice completed look. The brush right into your eyeball. That feels good. Okay. And then I'm just gonna go over my eyelid with the highlighters from the same palette. I'm just gonna use Lit because I feel like I'm a little bit bronzy today, so I don't want to go too pale with the highlight on my eyelids. So I'm gonna go with Lit. I'm also gonna take my MAC Fix Plus and just spray down this brush that I'm gonna use, just because it'll be a little bit more of an intense look. This is a Sigma Eye Shading E55 brush, and I also got this from Winners. Winners with the shit. You guys need to check it out. Blend in the shimmery highlight shade with the rest of the eyeshadow. Okay. I feel like that looks nice. You can also take some highlight on your little pinky finger if you please, and just kind of pat it in the inner corner just for a little extra pop of lightness. And if you please use. Cool. I don't normally wear lashes on an everyday look, so I won't be using lashes today. I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes and pop on some mascara. I'm gonna use this Japanese eyelash curler. I feel like the rubber in this eyelash curler is a bit firmer than ones I've used in other ones, so I feel like it actually gets like a pretty nice hold on the curl in your lashes. So I'm just gonna go in with that. For mascara, I like to use the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. I'm almost done this tube of mascara, and I feel like once I'm finished with it, I'm gonna look for a cruelty-free version. Just be more kind to the environment. And I got a little bit of mascara on my eyelid, so if you ever do that, you can just take a clean spoolie. I don't have any on me at this time, but I do have the one from my eyebrow pencil. So you can just take the spoolie end of your, you can just take a spoolie and you just kind of scrape it away once it's dry, and it literally just disappears. It's such a great little tip. I love it. That's how I always get rid of little mascara flakes. I'm gonna pop on a little lip. I'm going to use this Lancome. What are the fuck are these? Oh yeah, they're the Lancome matte shakers, and this is the shade Completely Nut. It's super duper cute. I love this shade, and I do have some lip balm on still, and I find that this is a little bit drying, but if you just pop on some chapstick before you put it on, it lasts, and it doesn't feel super dry on your lips if you do apply the chapstick first. So I'm just gonna, and it's like a cool little brush like this. Like, there's so many YouTubers who always talked about this, and I didn't know what the brush looked like, and I bought one, and now I know. Pretty pricey though. And if you have any little smudges or any fuck ups around the lips, you can just take your beauty blender, clean that up, dab the rest of it out, and there we go. I like to use setting spray, so I use the MAC Fix Plus, almost empty. Once again, I would probably find a cruelty-free version, although this is like the best setting spray I've ever used. Although I do like Urban Decay All Nighter as well. That one's pretty good. But this one is just like so good. Sad. MAC, become cruelty free, and I'll continue buying your shit. So I just take a few spritzes of this. Dry, dry, dry. I like to look as sweaty and glistening and dewy as possible. Like, you will not catch me looking matte ever. It's not for me. I like to be fucking shiny. So that's everything, guys. That is my everyday makeup look. This is what I wear on my face 90% of the time, unless I'm going out to like a party, or like, I don't really go to parties unless I'm, I don't know, working a night shift. If I work a night shift, I'll put on some more makeup, but this is usually what I do. But yeah, anyways guys, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll pop out some more vids. Anyways guys, that's gonna be it from me today. If you want to see more videos from me, make sure you like and subscribe onto my YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Fuck off.